Before you light your next cigarette, pause for a second. What I'm about to tell you could change the way you see smoking forever. Most people believe smoking slowly damages the lungs over time. That's not where it begins. The damage starts immediately in the bronchial tubes, from the very first cigarette. It starts in your blood, within seconds. The moment smoke enters your body, your oxygen drops. Your heart begins to work harder. Your cells start struggling quietly. You won't feel it happening. You could feel completely normal while your body is already under stress. Stay with me until the end of this video. What I'm about to share is something many people only understand when it's already too late. My name is Dr. Frederick. I've worked with people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who believed they had more time. Many of them felt fine until one day they didn't. Smoking doesn't always hit suddenly. It builds quietly, slowly, deep inside the body. Let me walk you through what is really happening inside you every time you smoke. The first thing that enters your body is not just smoke. It's a mixture of thousands of chemicals. These chemicals travel through your airways, reaching deep into your lungs. Some of them are toxic. Some of them damage your cells. Some of them interfere with how your organs work. Within seconds, nicotine reaches your brain. It creates a feeling of relief, calmness, sometimes even pleasure. That feeling is what keeps people going back. But at the same time, something else happening beneath the surface. Carbon monoxide enters your bloodstream. This gas replaces oxygen in your blood. That means even though you are breathing, your body is receiving less oxygen than it needs. Your heart notices this immediately. It begins to beat faster. It pushes harder to circulate what little oxygen is available. Over time, this constant strain begins to wear it down. Your blood vessels begin to tighten. They become narrower. Flow becomes restricted. This is how smoking slowly sets the stage for heart disease. And most people have no idea it's happening. Let me tell you about someone I once saw. He was in his early 50s. Active, working every day, no major complaints. He told me he smoked just a few cigarettes daily. Nothing serious in his mind. But then he mentioned something small. Climbing stairs had become harder. He would get tired faster than before. He thought it was just age. It wasn't. His body was already struggling to deliver enough oxygen to his muscles. That's where it often begins. Small signs, easy to ignore, but they bat signals. Your lungs also begin to change. Inside your lungs are tiny air sacs. These sacs are responsible for exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide. Smoking damages them slowly. They lose their shape. They lose their flexibility. They begin to break down. At the same time, your airways become inflamed. Your body produces more mucus. The tiny cleaning structures in your lungs stop working properly. This is why smokers develop a cough. Not because of a cold, but because the lungs are trying to clear what they can no longer handle. As time goes on, breathing becomes less efficient. You may not notice it at first, but your stamina begins to drop. Walking longer distances becomes harder. You begin to feel tired more often. Your body is working harder just to do basic things. Smoking also affects your brain. At first, it feels like it reduces stress. But over time, it changes how your brain handles stress. Your brain becomes dependent on nicotine rain. Without it, you feel restless, irritable, uncomfortable. So instead of reducing stress, smoking increases your baseline stress levels. It traps you in a cycle. You smoke to feel normal. But the smoking is what created the imbalance in the first place. Your immune system also weakens. Your body becomes less effective at fighting infections. You may notice you get sick more often, or that it takes longer to recover. Wounds may heal slower. Energy levels may drop. These are not random changes. They are connected. They are all signs that your body is under constant pressure. Over the years, the damage becomes deeper. Your arteries may begin to harden. This affects blood flow to your heart and brain. The risk of heart attack increases. The risk of stroke increases. Your lungs lose their ability to fully expand. Air gets trapped. Breathing becomes difficult, even at rest. I remember another patient, late 50s. He had been smoking for many years. He came in because he felt breathless, not after running, not after exercise, just walking across a room. Every step required effort. Every breath felt heavy. His lungs had lost the ability to exchange oxygen efficiently. This didn't happen overnight. It built over time, quietly, until one day it could no longer be ignored. This is how smoking works. Not sudden, not loud, and persistent. Now here is something very important. Many people believe that reducing smoking is enough. They think smoking less will protect them. But even small amounts continue to damage the body. The effects don't disappear. They continue. Another mistake people make is relying on how they feel. I feel fine. That is one of the most dangerous thoughts, because much of the damage happens silently. You don't feel your blood vessels narrowing. You don't feel your oxygen levels dropping. You don't feel your lungs losing capacity until it reaches a point where symptoms appear. And by then, the damage is already significant. Ignoring early signs is another problem. Shortness of breath, persistent cough, fatigue. You don't feel your oxygen levels dropping. You don't feel your lungs losing capacity until it reaches a point where symptoms appear. These are not just signs of aging. They are signals from your body. They are war warnings. Now here's the part many people don't hear enough. Your body can recover. The moment you stop smoking, changes begin. Your heart rate starts to stabilize. Your blood begins to carry oxygen more effectively. Circulation improves. Over time, your lungs begin to repair. Not instantly, but gradually. And inflammation reduces. Function improves. Breathing becomes easier. Energy begins to return. I've seen people in their 50s and 60s experience this. People who believed it was too late, but it wasn't. They started to notice small changes. Walking felt easier. They didn't get tired as quickly. They could breathe deeper. Sleep improved. These changes matter. They add up. They improve quality of life. They restore confidence. If there is even a small thought in your mind right now, a thought telling you something needs to change, please listen to it. That is your body communicating with you. That is awareness. And awareness is the first step. You don't need to have everything figured out immediately, but you do need to recognize what is happening. Because once you see it clearly, you can begin to make different choices. Your body responds to those choices. It always does. How long have you been smoking? Or, if you have stopped, let me show you what it does. What helped you make that decision? Someone reading your experience may find strength in it. If this video gave you a new understanding of the human body, take a moment to like it. Subscribe to Secret Anatomy for more insights. This channel is focused on your health, your strength, and your well-being. More videos are coming that will help you understand your body better and help you live longer and feel stronger. Stay with us.